42, well done. I've lost count of the wickets after a while. That was quite interesting. Okay, 142, so we're out in about 10 minutes.
Thank you. क्या चाहिए क्या लंच है एक सैंडविच इधर दे दो लेडीज वेज सैंडविच वेज सैंडविच ना ना कबाब का जो है चीज दिए थे चीज टोमेटो आलू तो ले जावे बिट्टू बोलते ना एक ले गाड़ी में से निकल गए ये तो आए वाले ना कल को के कैप्टन की ये छोड़ कैप्टन
अरे हमारा अश्विन तो यहाँ बैठा हुआ है भाई 8 विकेट भाई हमारा अश्विन
है काहे का सैंडविच
ये सैलिन लेके आए वो प्लेयर्स के लिए
प्लेयर्स के लिए अंपायर के लिए
प्लेयर्स के लिए हाँ प्लेयर्स अंपायर सबके लिए
खाऊंगा ना भाई
तुम करो सेकंड इनिंग
আমরা দুজনেই করি
লিঙ্ক বারবার চেঞ্জ করলে পরে কি হয় পাবলিক ফেরত আসতে পারে
জানি ও বলবো যে পারফরম্যান্স अच्छी हो जाएगी
ये लियो লিঙ্ক চেঞ্জ করলে প্রবলেম কি হয় বলতো যারা ওখানে অলরেডি হুকড ইন আছে তারা আবার ফেরত আসতে পারে না এখানে
চেঞ্জ করে সবাইকে পাঠিয়ে দিই
সবাই
একটুই পাঠালি
তোর কি ধারণা যে আমাদের পাবলিকরাই শুধুমাত্র লগ ইন করছে
আমাদের 20 পেজে তো যাচ্ছে
সে যাচ্ছে কিন্তু সে যদি ফেসবুকে দেখে তবে গিয়ে আবার লগ ইন করবে
যখন বন্ধ হয়ে যাবে
हेलो ये इसको लगेगा और ये वाला सॉरी मत से थैंक यू
দেখলেন ভিডিও হওয়ার থেকে তিনটে
इलेक्ट्रिक का कंपनी मेरे ভালো করেছে
না না আগে আনেনি আসেনি
চা কফি আসেনি তো চা খাওয়ার দরকার ছিল
তুমি ইয়ে খাবে জুস
কারণ ঠান্ডা পড়ছে না না এই যে কমিউনিটি সেন্টারটা আছে না
আচ্ছা ওদের থাকে কি
না না কোথায় কমিউনিটি ভেতরে না না ওখানে থাকে ওটা জিম
মেডেলগুলো সুন্দর আমি করেছে
হ্যাঁ
মেডেলগুলো ভালো কিনেছে
ভালো দেখতে না
আমাদের জন্য আছে আমাদের জন্য আছে
আমরা যে এত মেহনত করছি
Hello viewers, welcome back. We are on the second innings for the match, second semi-finals between NWCC and Sanjha Tigers. NWCC has given the target of 143 runs to win in 20 overs. Sanjha batsmen, all in orange, with the opener batsman Vinod Srinivasan and Manu, right? And Manoj Khatri. Vinod Srinivasan would be the opener striker. Sorry. No.
Okay, by 143. ठीक है, who is batting? Amit Rekhi and Vinod Srinivasan. Amit Rekhi.
The opener bowler.
Srinivasan. Bowler कौन है? शायद धर्म रचित. अलग blessings दो.
So the field setting goes like we have a long on, long off, we have a mid wicket, we have a short leg, we have a forward short leg, we have fine leg, we have a third man, we have a deep cover.
Color water. Thank you, man. এখানে যেটা পড়লো ওইখানে পিছন টুকে পড়লো ওরে
ব্যাটসম্যানটা না
The match should start very shortly.
Okay. Sure. भाई फिर से restart करो because it's showing first match versus लाइव रीस्टार्ट कर दो डिस्क्रिप्शन डाल के.
वो क्या होता है
Why? It has already been done.
नहीं फर्स्ट मैच का दिखा रहा है ना
ये
स्काईऑक्स का बोल के
कहाँ
है ना?
नहीं.
रीस्टार्ट किया.
ये नया
ओके देन फाइन.
This is a new second.
ठीक है गुड थैंक यू.
सॉडस्ट
आईपीएल के चेयरमैन को सुनो भाई थोड़ा.
So there's sawdust been put on the bowler's end. The outfield is quite wet because it rained in the morning. Rain in between. Vinod Srinivasan taking the guard.
चलो कॉफी तो भी नहीं है चलो नहीं है कॉफी नहीं है
James, what's happening? How are you? All good. Good keeping. No, you should not take balls.
have a cash deal.
Balls अंदर रखो भाई. अभी लेफ्ट मैच को भी चाहिए. बच्चे लोग लेके जा रहे हैं. कलोल भाई किधर जा रहे हो? समोसा इधर देता हूँ आ जाओ.
Okay. So the first ball of the innings coming from the pavilion end to Vinod Srinivasan. It bounced. Vinod Srinivasan blocked the ball. No runs. That was a good ball from bowler Rachit. Rachit bowling his second spell for the first over for Vinod. For Vinod, the captain has put a first slip. I think there is some injury to the fingers of the batsman. Spray. Get the spray. A small interruption in the match. As Vinod Srinivasan had got some injuries on his fingers, The first ball from Rachit.
Enjoying the game.
He was trying to block the ball which bounced up to him.
पीते नहीं.
The umpire said play is on. So Rachit will be bowling his second
इसको
spell
पूछते हैं ऐसा.
from the pavilion end. Rachit coming from the pavilion end. Second ball to Vinod Srinivasan. That was mistiming by the bowler. So bowler is taking the strides again. Second of the innings to Vinod Srinivasan. It hits his pads. Any form of injuries sometimes causes disturbances to the batsman.
नहीं नहीं.
So Rachit with the third ball of the first over. Good block by Vinod Srinivasan. It's a quite tight bowling been seen by Rachit.
मैच भी देखना साथ में इंडिया वेस्ट इंडीज
Sanjha would not like to lose any wickets early in the innings because they have to score 140 plus runs to win this match in 20 overs. Rachit coming from the pavilion end to Vinod Srinivasan. Vinod Srinivasan hits it over the point fielder. That's brilliant six. That's a very good six. It's a very confident shot. That's the first runs coming on the board for Sanjha Tigers.
ओके 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 अच्छा लेफ्टी ओके ओके
थर्ड मैन के ऊपर.
The Sanjha bench here, just beside the commentator box, are thrilled with that brilliant six hit by Vinod Srinivasan.
It's because of the pace. Yeah. It would have gone that far if there was no.
Rashid with the fourth ball to Vinod Srinivasan. Vinod Srinivasan pushes it to the leg side.
He's playing so
No runs taken. Vinod is playing quite sensibly here. Risky shots, neither take risky runs. They have ample overs left to score the 140 plus runs. Rachit with the next ball. Vinod blocks the ball. That was a well-strided ball, which could have been vital, but Vinod was quite cautious about it. So at the end of one over, Sanjha is 6 without any loss. Sanjha Tigers playing in the jerseys of orange and black combination, whereas NWCC are in yellow and black.
Who's bowling?
The new bowler, there's a bowling change. The second bowler,
Kiran है support. Gaurav ना?
Karen would be bowling from the parking end.
देखो जब ग्रुप मारे ना तो दे देनी चाहिए जब हमें चुप हो गया.
So we have a point fielder, we have second slip. There is no first slip. Oh, the slip goes to gully. We have a point, we have a cover. First ball from Karen. And that's wide ball indicated by the umpire.
दिखने ही रहा हूँ क्या? ऐसा ही पकड़ा हूँ इतना.
Next ball from Karen. Again another wide indicated by the umpire. So Karen has to now control his ball so that he doesn't give too much of extras. Manoj Khatri is the batsman at the striker end. Karen comes up with the next ball. It's a quick run taken between the wickets. One run very successfully. Vinod is back on the strike. The left arm batsman from Makamur. Karen with his new next ball coming from the parking end. To be bowled to Vinod. Oh, that was a good ball. Vinod is trying to play quite steady innings here because he has to stay on to bring the to uplift the score. Bowler comes from the parking end. It was a quick ball. It's indicated wide on the leg side. The score moves on to 10. Only 2 balls bowled in this over. There were 3 wides bowled. Karen from the parking end to Vinod Srinivasan. Vinod Srinivasan blocks the ball. He wanted to play it between the point and the gully. He couldn't do so. Karen coming in from the parking end to Vinod Srinivasan. Vinod Srinivasan drives. The point fielder couldn't field it. Point fielder, gully fielder, and the third man are all running behind the ball to take 2 runs. Successfully 2 runs taken. They appeal for the run out, but no run out given. Batsman is quite comfortably reached home. Very good running between the wickets by Vinod Srinivasan and Amit Rekhi. So Amit Rekhi, jersey number 1, is on strike. There's a slight change in the field setting for the right arm batsman. Karen coming in from the parking end to Amit Rekhi. Amit Rekhi drives it over the covers. Could be 2 runs. No, they are contended with 1 run. And Vinod Srinivasan is back into the strike. 1 more run added to the totals run of 14 for Sanjha Tigers. Sanjha Tigers are looking good. Karen from the parking end to Vinod Srinivasan. Vinod Srinivasan pushes the ball to the leg. No runs taken. That's end of the over. At the end of the second over, Sanjha are 14 without any loss with a run rate of 7 per over.
Chandu bhai, why are you sitting so quietly? Come here.
Waiting for the final. Focusing actually.
You're focusing for the final, huh?
So the bowler coming in from the pavilion end. It should have been in wide, but umpire is not impressed with it. So no run taken, no extra ball given. So he's generating quite a good pace. Rachit.
Shoulder strength. No preciseness आता है क्या?
Rachit with the next ball to Amit Rekhi. That's a good ball.
2 लोग इस तरह 3 ओवर निकाल दिया तो
बंदा स्ट्रांग करते हम साला वहां से दौड़ गया तो ये छक्का क्या फायदा.
Rachit with the third ball of this over from the pavilion end to Amit Rekhi again. Similar ball. Amit could not improvise on the shot. He wanted to play a square cut. He was unsuccessful in doing so. Both the batsmen have a word. Some tips from Vinod Srinivasan to Amit Rekhi. Rachit again on the next spell from the pavilion end. to Amit Rekhi. Now this time Amit Rekhi pushes the ball towards Gully. Gully fielder misses it. Just one run from that ball. 2 balls left from this over. The score has moved to 15 without a loss. The run rate has gone to 5.62. The asking run rate has gone up to 7.38. There are 2 more balls on the third over. Vinod Srinivasan is back on the strike. And Rachit, keeping the field setting same, will be bowling from the pavilion end. Rachit coming for the 5th ball from the pavilion end to Vinod Srinivasan. Vinod Srinivasan wanted to flick it, but he couldn't do it. It's a white ball indicated by the umpire. So just one more run added. Too much of extra runs may be fatal for to drive it over the mid wicket. He failed to do so. So no run taken. Because of the white ball, there is one more ball to be bowled by Rachit from the pavilion end. Rachit comes from the pavilion end to Srinivasan. Oh, he misses to. It's a dead ball signed by the umpire. He misses to bowl the ball. Possibly he miscalculates his steps, and there is quite an amount of slippery on the bowling line because of rains. Rachit with his last ball of the over to Srinivasan. Vinod pushes it to the leg side.
Stay on the side.
And it's 1 run. With this 1 run, it's a leg bye indicated by the umpire. With this leg bye and end of the 3rd over, Sanjha is on 17 without any loss. Vinod is on 9 and Amit Rekhi is on 3. So viewers who have joined late, let me tell you that NWCC batted first and they have scored 142 and giving and Sanjha is chasing 142 in the second innings. 3 overs have been bowled and Sanjha is on 17 without a loss. We have 2 opening batsmen from Sanjha, Vinod Srinivasan and Amit Rekhi on the crease. There is a small change in the field setting by the captain of NWCC. For Amit Rekhi, there are around 5 fielders on the offside for Amit. Okay, Vinod Srinivasan pushes it. The slip takes the ball. There is no run taken, no damage been done. Player is bowling his second spell from the parking end. Player with the second ball to Vinod Srinivasan. Could be indicated as wide, and yes, it is wide, indicated by the umpire. So that's an extra run coming up for the Sanjha Tigers. Glenn coming up with the next ball to Vinod. Vinod wanted to push it over the point and gully. He couldn't do so. So that's a miss. That was a good change of pace shown by Glenn. He's a good bowler. If he can control the bowling and control the extras, then that would be quite helpful. Next ball, Srinivasan pushes it straight, hits the batsman's leg and the stumps, but Amit Rekhi was within the crease, so no damage done to Sanjha. Sanjha is quite safe. The run rate is falling down a bit. Run rate is gone to 5.14. The asking run rate is soaring high. Trend coming from the parking end to Vinod Srinivasan. Vinod Srinivasan pulls it over to the third man. Just 1 run from the strike. With this 1 run, Sanjha moves to 19 without a loss. The run rate is still below 6. The asking run rate has gone to 7.59 per over. That's a very good shot by Amit Rekhi over the point fielder's head. That is 4 runs. A brilliant shot by Amit Rekhi. The supporters of Sanjha, the Sanjha camp is excited, jubilant, because that was expected of Amit Rekhi and he is delivering what is expected as an opener batsman. Klein has to now change. He's changing his field setting from the deep fine leg. He's pulling the fielder to the short leg. Klein coming in from the other end, and it was a good spell. With this good spell, that's end of the over. The 4th over is complete, and Sanjha is on 23 without a loss. Vinod is on 10 and Amit Rekhi is on 7. The run rate has gone to 5.75. The asking run rate is 7.50 per over. Both the batsmen would now like to accelerate the innings because they have to reach the target of 143 runs within 20 overs. So there are 16 overs more left. 120 runs needed in the 96 balls. The captain would continue with Rachit from the pavilion end. Rachit coming with the first ball from the pavilion to Srinivasan. Srinivasan pulls it over the third leg. Is 4 runs.
स्विमिंग पूल में डाइव जैसा मार रहा।
That's a brilliant shot. It's a very controlled shot played by Srinivasan
कमिटमेंट देखो
for 4 runs, and there was a very good commitment shown by the fielder in the deep. He tried to dive and save the boundary, but he couldn't do so.
27 yeah ಅಶ್ವಿನ್ ವಿನೋದ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನನಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು.
There's a small change in the field setting. First sleep comes in. Rachit comes from the pavilion end to Vinod Srinivasan. Vinod Srinivasan blocks the ball. That was a very straight ball to the off stump. It stayed low. It was difficult to play, and I think it was the right decision taken by the batsman to block the ball instead of drive it. Rachit bowling his next spell from the to Vinod Srinivasan. Vinod Srinivasan pushes it to the mid wicket, to the covers and takes 1 run.
ಏನಂತೆ
It's a fantastic environment here in Billinale, the home ground of Belfast International Sports Clubs. We have been hosting this tournament and seen multiple teams coming up in a very competitive cricket. Today is the second semi-final between NWCC and Sanjha Tigers. Rachit coming from the pavilion end to Amit Rekhi. Amit Rekhi wanted to play it over the offside, but he failed to do so. Safe into the hands of the wicketkeeper. No run taken. We are thankful to all our sponsors for this tournament. Rachit coming with the next ball to Amit Rekhi. Amit Rekhi wanted to play it between the point and the gully. He couldn't do so again. So the batsman would get a little frustrated because he was not able to strike consecutive balls. And Rachit is quite successful in his strategy. So Rachit is coming from the pavilion and with the next ball. Now he tries to push it to the gully. Gully fielder is quite upright and he takes the ball, doesn't give run to Amit. So in the last three spells, there is no run taken. with the end of the 5 overs. WhatsApp में देखिए.
व्हाट्सएप पे इसमें स्टार्ट शेयर करो यूट्यूब में जाके शेयर इट ऑन फेसबुक एंड देन ऑन कौन है किरण
Okay. At the end of 5 overs, Sanjha is 28 without a loss. The run rate is 5.60. Amit Rekhi is on 7 and Vinod is on 15. Both the batsmen are looking confident. They're trying to bring some momentum here so that they can score around more than 140 runs, which is 143 runs required to chase down and win the match. So we still have 115 runs to win from 90 balls. There is a change of bowling attack from the parking end. The new bowler coming in is Dharam. So Dharam is coming from the parking end with his spin bowling, and the batsman facing would be Vinod Srinivasan. Dharam coming in from the parking end with the first ball.
शॉट यार
That was a good shot, however, and good fielding too. So 1 run taken by Vinod. Sanjha moves to 29 for no loss.
On his knees before support. The move here.
Amit Rekhi, the right hand batsman, is on strike now. There is a small change in the field. The fine leg moves in. There is a short leg.
He's going to
There's a mid wicket. We have a deep mid wicket. So bowler comes in from the parking end. Amit Rekhi pushes it over the covers. It could go to the boundary. The fielder is chasing the ball. He has stopped the ball beautifully and it can be 2 runs. The batsman take 1 more run and it is 3 runs. Totally taken. The batsman slips. However, there is no harm or damage done. 3 runs taken by the batsman. With these 3 runs,
hit on the finger.
the total score moves to 32 without any loss. Vinod is playing beautifully on 16 and Amit Rekhi is supporting him with 10 runs. Dharam with his third ball coming in from the parking end. 2 ball to Vinod.
to get out of the ground. No ball देगा umpire.
Dharam from the parking end to Vinod. Vinod wanted to drive it over the covers, but misses it.
What was the 2020 we beat you? You didn't show up for an hour after the game started. It was a 6 o'clock start, and then they only had 5 players.
Dharam coming in again from the parking end. Vinod lifts the ball, anticipating it would be wide, but umpire did not signal wide, so it's a valid ball. The fielder on the covers now moves to deep cover.
It can say that who do you want to play? It's not like who want to it's just who do you want to who do you want to play?
Dharam comes back from the parking end. Vinod tries to block the ball, but there was an uneven bounce and it goes to the hands of the keeper safely. 6th over is in progress and Sanjha is on 32 without any loss. Dharam coming up with his last ball of the over to Vinod Srinivasan. Vinod Srinivasan wanted to come out of the crease and hit it hard. Unfortunately, he was stumped out. That's end of Sanja's opening batsman, Vinod Srinivasan. So Vinod Srinivasan is out for 16. He scored 16 in 25 balls.
1 wicket, 6 overs.
Stumped by the wicketkeeper. The incoming batsman is
James.
James. James is the new batsman going in. Will be joining Amit Rekhi. That was unfortunate for Vinod to lose his wicket. It was quite vital to keep his wicket. Sanjha has a depth of batting lineup, a very good team, a strong lineup of batsmen. We have seen in the first innings that Sanjha was quite good and commendable in terms of fielding and bowling attack. Now they have to prove their mettle and their character through their batting. So with the change of over, there will be change of bowling attack. A new bowler comes in.
Sorry guys, how many runs came in last over?
Last over, 4 runs.
And what was the score before that? 27?
28.
Yes,
32
33.
here. Can I change it to 30? 33 here.
32, yeah. It's 32. भाई पूरा स्क्रूटनी चल रहा है.
Everybody has to be alert.
So
I heard that wasn't giving me chances.
who is the new bowler? Sorry?
Derish, no?
Derish. So Derish is the new bowler.
No, Idris.
Idrish.
During the match.
Idrish is the new bowler.
He didn't ask you क्या score है.
To Amit's score, Amit Rekhi.
Okay. That means to say they're completely into the game, no? Every ball is there, every run there.
There's a small change in the field setting for Amit Rekhi.
Anyway, you
The
guys can go
covers-
there and play. You may get hurt here.
What's it on your face? Is that a
Covers
tattoo?
come in. There was missing cover and they had put deep cover, so they have put a deep cover as well. Now we can see a point been placed for Amit Rekhi. Quite an attacking field been set by the captain of NWCC. NWCC bowler Irish coming for the first ball. He slips. That's a dead ball indicated. This is what happens when there has been rain in the morning, rain throughout the night. The ground is slippery.
Was bowling once.
The bowling pitch is also quite slippery.
बेचारे का दिन खराब है.
Irish coming with the first ball to Amit Rekhi. Amit Rekhi pushes it to the third man. 1 run taken by Amit Rekhi.
खेलता ऐसे ही है. अब वो बना भी लेता है ना ऐसे खेलते खेलते. ये बॉल तो उसका लेके जाता है. मुझे लग रहा है बॉल बैट यहाँ लगा है, बॉल थोड़े यहाँ लगी.
The total score goes to 33 for 1.
उसको लगा रन नहीं आया.
वो कुछ he's sitting right in line.
नहीं.
No, no.
बाउंड्री आ गई. अच्छा वैसे बोल रहे हैं.
हाँ, बच्चे खेल रहे हैं शायद.
Useful.
अब बच्चों को कौन संभाले अपने. दीपक किधर है.
Okay. Thank you, Ipsita, for the coffee. Irish coming in with the next ball. He's getting ready.
आनंद भाई भी पता.
So that Irish getting ready for the next ball
क्या क्या? ऐसा क्या?
to the new batsman.
दीपक शायद उधर है.
It's a good shot played between through the gully, and it is just 1 run taken.
उसको फोन.
Okay.
না তুমি কন্টিনিউ করো.
Shot, yeah. Catch.
सीधा गया वहाँ.
That's down the third man, and that's an excellent catch taken.
ವಡಿವೇಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು. ವಡಿವೇಲ್. कौन जा रहा है भाई? शेर.
So that's out. Amit Rekhi caught.
को बोला कि ऑनलाइन जाओ बोल के उनको पिंग करो.
Amit Rekhi is caught out. He was looking quite good. Unfortunately, it was his bad selection of the shot. The next batsman going in is Shane Henderson. So Shane Henderson would be joining James. James and Shane Henderson has to now stabilize the innings, and then they have to hold the fort.
See, this ball is like Sadiq. This ball is like he but he doesn't slip. Sadiq doesn't slip.
109 runs to
I told you there's no point.
score more from 81 balls. Not very difficult in this game. However, anything can happen in the game of cricket until the last ball is bowled. NWCC had scored 142 and Sanjha chasing 143. They have scored 34 runs. Until now, they have lost 2 wickets and the third ball of the 7th over. Address bowling from the pavilion end to the new batsman who has come in, Shin. That's a good shot ball, but however, it was a push shot to the third man. Just 1 run to the batsman. He opens his account with this 1 run.
Do you move your wrist? Do you do this?
Leo, वो YouTube का link Facebook पे
Address
share करो.
again bowling to the the batsman. It's a good bounce, good short ball.
देखिए साहब कुछ बोल रहे हैं, एनालाइज कर रहे हैं.
Address is bowling good, and next ball coming from Address from the pavilion end to the batsman. Batsman blocks the ball. No run taken. That's end of the 7th over. At the end of the 7th over, Sanjha has moved to 35 with the loss of 2 wickets. The run rate has dropped down to 5. The asking run rate has gone up to 8.31.
My pound was very smiling. I'm like, no, we're going to win this in 17 overs.
It has been quite a rainy day yesterday and today morning. Our first semi-final went on it with DL method, and BISC Warriors have won the match and they have gone to the finals. This is the second semi-finals and we're waiting for the results to have our second finalist. We are on the second innings and Sanjha is batting at the moment. They need 108 runs from 78 balls. The bowler coming from the parking end. Batsman pushes it. Short leg takes 1 run successfully.
Anything here, I'm it at the back of the net, and then the ball is not arriving.
Tender can hit the ball clean. He can. He's like clean hitter.
James is on strike. And Dharam is the bowler who is bowling from the parking end.
But he just put himself down.
Dharam from the parking end to James.
He needs to believe in himself.
James drives it to the offside. Takes 1 run comfortably. With this, the score has gone to 37 for 2.
कीपर को खुद जाते वहां पे सर्कल के पास से पकड़ लेके आने पड़ते हैं. How is okay, we'll play in the final. Serious के पास है.
4 more balls to go for the 8th over to complete. Dharam comes with the third ball from the parking end. He couldn't release the ball, so that's a dead ball signed by the umpire. I'll hand over the commentary to my colleague Kallol after this ball. Oh, that's a very slow ball. This could be a penalty.
हैंड में अपने हाथ पैर टाइमली उसको याद आया कि बंद भी करने हैं।
स्लो मोशन में दिख रहा है यहाँ पे।
ठीक है बॉल स्लो मोशन में आई थी।
That's not smart. That's not smart to say the least. He's looking to hit anything and everything, even though if the length is not there. You must remember that the singles are equally important, and building an innings is equally important in a cricket field. Another one pushed through quicker. He had no clue about it. He's struggling at the moment. He's being lucky at the same time. You just need to make sure that he continues to keep his head calm. Last delivery of the over. That's an excellent shot. That's an excellent shot. All the way to the boundary. That's the maximum. He waited and waited for it, and eventually reached the pitch of the delivery, which made sure that he had hit it clean. The score moves on to 43 after the end of 8 overs, 43 for 2. Shane is on 8, still needed 100 odd runs, 100 exact, to 101 in 12 overs, so just little over 8. In a T20 match, that is quite common. That's very much doable. So it's important that they keep the wickets in hand, keep milking the deliveries here and there, get odd boundaries, and keep up with the scoring rate. James is on strike. Oh, that's a good delivery. He saw the batsman advancing and therefore shortened his leg. It's a leg bye. Shane is back on strike. Idri.
গাড়িতেই রয়েছে সে চালাবে কি আমার ইয়েতে রয়েছে না ব্যাগে
That's another played square, and that's another boundary. Shane is in some mood. He is not looking to keep anything secret at the moment. He is playing all out. He is pretty much showing his intention. He's looking to go bang bang, and twice now in the span of 3-4 deliveries he has been successful. He moves on to 12 of 7 deliveries with the help of one boundary and a maximum. He advances once again. That's an easy catch, as expected. That was hit quite hard, but straight to the fielder, where at mid-off, where the fielder did not make any mistake. And as we have been talking, the batsman had to be a little more patient. It looks good as long as it continues to produce results in your favor. It was quite flamboyant, but then at the same time, the risk was always there of losing your wicket, and that is exactly what has happened. That brings Amit Patnaik into this field. he is going to replace Shane. But it was quite important. It was quite important for NWCC to break this because Shane was shaping up well. He was hitting it clean. If he had stayed there for another few overs, the score would have been quite good. At this point in time, the run rate is still below 6. But then that should not be a worry at this point in time for the batting side, given that they have still quite a few batsmen. The names of that's another wicket gone. Amit Patnaik taken by surprise. It hurried into him. He somehow managed to flick it onto his stump. That's an unfortunate end to his innings. He's gone for a duck, and Idris on a hat trick. So that's back-to-back wickets for Sanjha, and it's amazing how a match can change in a span of couple of deliveries. Both the able and competent batsmen both are back in the hut now. The new batsman is Hamza. He's again another clean hitter of the cricket ball.
Paid for it will pay.
He is the key in this ground especially.
He is someone who would look to build the innings from the beginning and then explore his options of scoring options or boundary options later half in his innings. So it's quite important that he stays there and milks the bowling around. Idris on his mark, going for the hat-trick delivery. Hamza is on strike. Not sure hat-trick is playing on anyone's mind at the moment. And that's a flick, that's a boundary, that's going towards the boundary. It would be cut off. And eventually it has been reduced to just a single. Some good piece of fielding there. Possibly not the greatest of delivery when you are attempting your hat trick. It was sliding down the leg, was flicked well, and because of the slowness of the outfield, it did not run towards the boundary as it would have otherwise. And so Hamza is off the mark. James is on strike. Oh, that's nearly another wicket. Appeal all around the ground. Umpires unmoved. The bowler is disappointed. So the entire fielding team is disappointed. But doesn't seem like James had nicked it. There was no sound, obviously, and the umpires also thinks the same. But then the best part of this innings is that the fielding team is able to keep the
4 wickets.
Sanjha
49 wickets
Sanjha in check.
in 9 overs.
So after the finish of 9 overs, the score is 49 for 4. Still a fair bit of way to go. Another 94 runs to win in 11 overs.
Team won't be able to do that.
Yes,
From the other end. That's a nice delivery. Looped up. No run there. Hamza back in his stance once again. Anything that is full, Hamza will look to whack it. Another excellent delivery on the off. Looped him tantalizingly close to his blade. He's looking to obviously use the gap there on the offside in third man region where there's no fielder, obviously. That's another whacked it, not quite to the fielder, which means that they could only get a single. That's an excellent throw. That's an excellent throw from the deep. But having said that, an excellent display of bowling as well from Dharam at the moment. Escaping it. The length is the vital point here. James trying something different here. Obviously because of the pressure created by Dharam here. He has only gone for 13 in his 2.54 overs. And back the wicket off.
But has he played in India before 2 years?
Thus flicked away to the leg side, would only be a single. James is looking to go for second, and that's an easy run out. That was a horror decision to go for the second. Not sure what was he thinking. Possibly his partner should have stopped him. It was never a two there. It was never his call. He decided. His decision was bad in there. Even, I mean, not sure what was he thinking, but then there was never a two there. That's a gift, literally. That's a gift given to the opponent. And Sanjha is now reduced down to 51 for 5.
Yeah.
49.
51.
The NWCC are quite interested in the score. There's a golden opportunity for them to reach the final. So that brings Brijesh Krishali into the strike. He would be facing from he's bowling with an impeccable line and length. This one a little fuller. Bridgie could only push it back to the bowler. That brings us to the end of this over. After the end of 10th over, the score is 51 for the loss of 5 wickets. कौन बाकी है बैटिंग आशीष है If this to continue, he has taken 3 wickets in his spell of 2 overs so far, and just considered 8 runs. This performance is looking to be the game-changing one at the moment from Idris. Is again strike. Idris gets the mid off to long off now. Hamza slaps it square of the wicket, only a single. No nonsense this time. Sanjha still has fair bit of batting left, who are capable of getting them through. So there's they are still not out of the woods at the moment. NWCC still needs to keep chipping away the wickets. Still Ashish is left after this. Priji at the moment is lucky enough to get few freebies down the leg side, not in terms of hitting them, but then in terms of wides. anything that are extra, they would be accepting those gleefully. Bridgie on strike once again. Another one slapped over point where the D point fields it. It's quite unusual to have a point and a D point.
Good shot.
Hamza back on strike now. Another cheeky single. That is what exactly is required to build the innings, take the score to around 100 or 90 or thereabout at the end of 15 overs. That leaves you with another 50 odd to chase in 5 overs with still 5 wickets in hand and a few power hitters in the hut. There's a loud appeal, but it was more of an optimism rather than reality. It was always sliding down the leg. It was hit quite high. It was never an LBW there. And the fielding side too understands that. Another one called in early, and then the throw was at the keeper's end, where Hamza obviously he started late, and therefore he was scampering there. That's another wide, so that's 3 now. You cannot afford to do this. You really cannot afford to do this in a match. That basically losing your grip. Need to make sure that the run rate always remains in control. Another wide down the leg side. You need to remember that the asking rate is not that high, which means even an over of 15 would mean that they are back in the contest. And as I mentioned quite a few times, these batsmen are quite capable. What a shot! That's a square cut, good looking square cut just for a single. That's the end of the over. At the end of 11th over, score is 60 for 5.
60? Yeah.
60.
Yo, 60 runs.
और विकेट कितने चाहिए क्या
5.
Run चाहिए 80.
You better.
Okay. So 60 for 5 in 11 overs. The 12th over is going to start. The bowler is Dharam back to action. Dharam has bowled 3 overs, 14 runs, and he has taken 1 wicket. So Dharam comes to Hamza. Hamza pushes it and takes a very cheeky run. That's a very good running between the wickets. This is what is required now. They have to bring in some momentum, keep the wickets, save the wickets, and take more runs. 82 runs required from 53 balls. The match is going to get quite exciting. Dharam to the batsman Jesh. No, this could be a run out. And yes, it's a run out. It's a disaster. This is the second run out. Hamza Khan is out on 6.
दोनों जिसने थ्रो किया उसको जाता है
कौन थ्रो किया
केयर तो लाया चर्मर
कौन थ्रो किया
वो नहीं पता मुझे
अश्विन याद थ्रो ಮಾಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾ
नहीं नहीं ऐसा नहीं कुछ भी
Sanjha is 61 for 6.
क्या करो विकेट कीपर को ही डाल दो
डाल दो विकेट कीपर को।
डाल देवे तुम
फील्डिंग के लिए नहीं है ना जो ये अवार्ड, छोड़ दो।
रन आउट है ना
No, I thought it was an easy two, but then I just couldn't get through. I just and the time I realized
It's a disaster, man.
The batsman Bridges
कौन गया है अभी?
Trishali is not happy
भाई
with
कौन
this
गया
run
है?
out.
Who is the batsman? शेन भाई. Batsman? आशीष गया क्या?
The new batsman in is Ashish Pandita.
अच्छा है यार, प्लेयर कौन सा है ना?
Ashish Pandita and Bridges have played multiple matches together and they have partnered quite well. We hope that both the batsmen will play quite well today and take Sanjha home. But let's see, NWCC is bowling quite tight, fielding quite tight. Ashish Pandita pushes the ball to the point, deep point, takes one run, gives strike to Bridges. The score goes to 62 for 6. 81 runs required from 51 balls. The match is becoming very interesting.
Oh, beautiful.
Bridges bangs the ball and but it's
पकड़ा क्या? पकड़ा यार.
a catch.
Nice one.
It's a very good catch.
क्या? Catch हुआ ना?
So Bridges is out on the long off.
विनोद भाई.
Fielder has taken a beautiful catch.
Who took the catch? Anish.
Anish has taken the catch. It's a very good catch. It's quite difficult to catch.
आशीष भाई है ना? आशीष या ब्रिजेश? Sure हाँ?
So Sanjha has lost their one more wicket. 81 runs still required in 61 balls. New batsman going in.
Wicket. Brijesh. Caught by Anish.
The new batsman is
रवि ना?
Ashish.
रवि गया ना अंदर? रवि भाई ना?
The new batsman in is Ravi. Will join Ashish Pandita. Both the batsmen are very new to the crease.
अंपायर देखता है, देख ही नहीं रहा.
देखो 16 views हो गया 16 views हो गया
Dharam is bowling from the parking end now. With his next ball to the new batsman who has just come in. Dharam comes from the parking end to the new batsman. That was a good ball. Next ball to the batsman. He blocks the ball. He's taking his time to score some runs. At the end of 12 overs, Sanjha is 62 for 7. The run rate has fallen down to 5.17. The asking run rate has gone up to 10.21. It would be an uphill task for Sanjha now to score 81 runs from 48 balls.
Pedri sir bowling last 4.
The Idris comes to attack from the pavilion end.
लियो आजा थोड़ी सी बैटिंग ही करें बैटिंग
And he will be bowling to Ashish Pandita.
बोल ले ले
Idris to Ashish Pandita from the pavilion end. Ashish pulls up the ball to the short leg. No fielder there. The deep short leg comes in, throws to the keeper. Safe, 1 run taken.
পেয়েছে পছন্দের জিনিস পছন্দের জিনিস পেয়েছে
So there is no damage done. If there would have been a short leg fielder, it would have been caught out. Next ball from Idris to the new batsman. He misses it. No run taken. The score remains on 63 with a loss of 7 wickets. Who is this batsman? This is Ravi. Ravi has to now play sensibly. Idris coming with the next ball to Ravi. Ravi wanted to play to the leg side, but he fails to do so.
Thank you.
One more ball missed. Every ball will count now because for every ball the batsman has to score some runs.
You're making fun. Still, I got some.
Idris with the next ball to Ravi. Ravi wanted to play it over the point fielder.
Dot hai na?
He fails to do so. Again, there's a dot ball. So there are consecutive dot balls. Ravi is playing. Ravi has to now think through what he can do and value add to build some score. Idris with the next ball from the pavilion end to Ravi. Ravi pushes it through the second slip, takes one run, gives strikes to Ashish. The score moves to 64 for 7. The run rate is dropping down to 4.99. 79 runs required from 43 balls. One more ball to go from Idris, and that would end the 13th over. Idris coming from the pavilion end to Ashish. Ashish gives a very good shot, and it's a huge 6 over the long off. Over the long off, a huge 6. That's a beautiful shot by Ashish. Knowing Ashish is quite a commendable batsman. If he is in form and if it is day, he can still do it, and he can take Sanjha home. But NWCC is not going to give it easily away to Sanjha. They are quite commendable in form of their batting in the first innings. Now in the fielding and in the bowling, they are quite tight. They are working quite hard. Each and every fielder on the field are working very hard to restrict the Sanjha from getting the score.
Who's bowling? 70 for 7. Who's the bowler? Wadi.
There's a change in bowling attack from the parking end, and Wadi would be replacing the previous bowler.
वो भी इतना स्लिपर ही है. उधर भी एक देखा था, ऐसा ही मारा था. लिटरली ऐसा हो जाता है.
What if you win? Give me a call.
लेदर बॉल से ही खेल रहे हैं भाई. बच्चे देखो.
Wadi jersey number 7 will be bowling from the parking end to Ravi, who is on strike. Wadi comes with the first ball from the parking end to Ravi. Ravi tries to drive it through the covers, but he couldn't do so. No run taken by the batsman. As I told you, every ball missed. No run taken will be a loss to Sanjha because they have to score 73 more runs in just 41 balls. Wadi is coming from the parking end, bowling to Ravi. Ravi wanted to push it through the gully. He couldn't do so. So that's a wide indicated by the umpire. That's one run extra added to the kitty of Sanjha. Sanjha moves on to 71 for the loss of 7 wickets. Wadi comes with the next ball from the parking end to Ravi. Ravi flicks it to the fine leg. Fine leg fielder picks it up and gives it to the keeper. 1 run taken. With this, Ravi moves to 2 runs, and Ashish is on the strike, who is on 7 runs at the moment. Sanjha is on 72. Ashish is taking the strike. Slight movement on the field. Buddy is coming from the parking end to Ashish. Ashish wanted to hit it over the short leg, fails to do so. Fine leg fielder picks up the ball and throws it back to the keeper. That's one by run taken. The score moves to 74 for 7. The asking run rate has soared up to 10.35 per over. The total runs required is 69 out of 40 balls. The run rate is still below 6 runs over. The next ball comes in from Buddy. It's wide indicated by the umpire. One more run added to Sanja's kitty. Sanjha moves to 75 for 7.
आप भी कुछ
68 more runs required from 40 balls.
इधर बैठ के किधर जाओ
आपको भी बोलो आप भी चलो अरे चिकन विकन खाओ यार
Next ball coming from Buddy. Buddy fields it brilliantly. He holds Ravi to take one run. Ravi was quite intensive in taking one run, but he failed to do so. Every ball will count. Every run stopped would count. Every run taken would also count. Buddy with the next ball coming from the parking end to Ravi. Ravi wanted to hit it hard through the gullies. He couldn't materialize it. And no run taken. This is a dot ball. Ashish indicates Ravi that he has to move his feet, try to hit it through the ground or through the gullies and try to take runs. Buddy with his 5th ball of the over to Ravi. That is wide indicated by the umpire to the off. One more run added to Sanjha. Sanjha moves to 76 for 7. 67 runs required in 38 balls. Next ball, oh, that's another wide. That's a consecutive wide. Buddy is moving his. But Buddy is trying to move the ball out of the batsman, but it's floating to wide. Buddy with the next ball. That could be another wide. No, it's quite tight. Umpire is not impressed enough to give it wide, so it's converted to a dot ball. 5 balls have come from this over. 77 runs. Buddy comes from the parking end. A slow ball to Ravi. Ravi pushes it, wants to take one run. Ashish Pandita says no to the call. No damage been done after the end of 14 overs. 77 for 7. Asking run rate has soared up to 11 runs per over. 66 runs required in 36 balls. He's the new bowler.
Yeah, Kiran.
बेंगलोर के आ जाएगा तू भी
There's a bowling change. The bowler is cleared. Kieran, right? Kieran is now bowling from the pavilion end to Ashish. Ashish pushes up the ball. It could be out. Oh, the third man misses the catch.
हमें डर लगता है
Batsman takes 2 runs. Ashish wanted to hit hard over the fine leg, but he got a top edge and the ball went like a rocket to the third man. Third man fielder fails to take the catch. 2 runs taken. No damage done. 79 for 7 at the start of the 15th over. Karen will come. Karen is coming from the pavilion end to Ashish. Ashish want to pull it over the short fine leg. He fails to do so. A dot ball for NWCC. They have restricted the batsman to take 1 run. Next ball from Karen. Ashish wanted to hit it hard. Keeper misses. It could be a bye run. We are just waiting for the umpire to indicate whether it's a bye or hit. Yes, he has indicated bye. So it's an additional run to the Sanjha Tigers. 80 for 7 on the 15th over. 3 more balls to go. Karen coming from the pavilion end to Ravi. Ravi hits it very hard over the covers. The deep point fielder couldn't do it, and it's a 4 runs. That was a very good shot. So Ravi, who was struggling with his bat, now he has found some tune with his bat, and he could score some good 4 runs. The score has popped up to 84. So 84 for 7 is Sanjha Tigers. The run rate has gone to 5.73. The asking run rate has gone to 11.06. 59 runs required from 32 balls. Ken with the next ball. Ravi pushes the ball straight. Takes a very comfortable single run. Gives a strike to Ashish. 85 for 7. And 1 more ball to go. Ken bowling his last ball for the over. That was a good ball. Ashish wanted to pull it over the short leg for boundary, but he failed to do so. So with the end of the 15th over, the Sanjha Tigers are 85 for 7. The run rate is 5.67. Ravi is on 7. Ashish is not out on 9. Stay tuned. 5 more overs to go. We need 58 runs in 30 balls. So 5 overs, 58 runs to win this match.
85, right?
Yeah, 85. 15 overs.
Can Sanjha do it, or NWCC will still take it to the finals? It will be very exciting for the last 5 overs for both Sanjha and for NWCC.
Bowling changes. I think bowling change.
भाई बॉलर कौन है? पुष्पेंद्र.
There's a bowling change from the parking end, and it will be Pushpinder who is coming in. So Pushpinder would be bowling from the parking end to Ravi, who is on strike. Pushpinder coming from the parking end, bowling to Ravi. Ravi wanted to drive it over the point. It's wide, indicated by the umpire. That's not good for NWCC. They have to control the bowling, because scoring 57 runs in 30 balls is not that difficult. That's a good drive straight to the long on. 1 run taken by Ravi. 1 run for Sanjha. Sanjha moves to 87. Ashish Pandita is on strike. Ashish Pandita gives a bang, and it's a huge 6 over the short fine leg, and that's a brilliant shot, as a very typical Ashish Pandita shot, and that score has shot up to 93. The run rate has also shot up to 6.07. The asking run rate has gone down now from 11 to 10.71. We need 50 runs in 28 balls. Couple of more 6s and boundaries would take Sanjha home. Can they do it? This will be very exciting. Can Sanjha do it? 50 runs, exactly 50 runs in 28 balls. NWCC has to keep their bowling very tight. Ashish comes in. He tries to give a bang. It goes like a rocket. The bowler comes below the ball, and he has taken the catch. That's end of Ashish. Ashish was playing really good. He was needed to stay there. That's end of Ashish. It was brilliant batting by Ashish. It would have made a difference. This can be a turning point for the match. The Sanjha has lost their 8th wicket on the score of 93. The new batsman coming in is Pawan. So it will be on Pawan and Ravi to do it. They can still do it. Getting 50 runs in 27 balls is not difficult. We have seen in T20 format that 50 runs can be scored in 27 balls very easily. Only thing is that the batsman has to focus. They have to keep their head steady and play on. The new batsman who is on the crease is Pawan. Pushpinder has bowled 3 balls, considered 8 runs and 1 wicket. Pushpinder with the 4th ball to Pawan. Oh, that could have been a caught. I think that is caught. It's a nick. It's a thick edge nick. And the keeper has taken a very good catch. It's very successful bowling by Pawan. Pawan has taken 2 wickets in his first over itself.
On a hat trick.
And he is on hat trick. So Pushpinder is quite successful as a bowler. The new batsman going in is Manoj Khatri.
After fall of 9 wickets.
The new batsman in is Manoj Khatri. As I told you earlier, Sanjha has in-depth batting lineup. Only thing is that it has to work for the day. The day should be yours. Manoj Khatri is also a well-known batsman. Ravi and Manoj Khatri can still do it if they want to. 26 balls, 50 runs. NWCC is charged up. Pushpinder to Manoj Khatri. Manoj Khatri pushes the ball to third man. Just 1 run taken. Manoj Khatri opens his account. 94 for 49 runs required from 25 balls. The last ball will be coming in from Pushpinder.
I saw that.
Pushpinder with his last ball from the parking end. It should be a wide. Keeper appeals for a nick. I think it touched the pad. So hence it's not in wide. So that's end of the over, end of the 16th over.
94.
The end of 16th over, 94 for 9. And the total runs required is 49 runs in next 24 balls. 4 overs, 49 runs required.
2 runs each ball, almost. दोबारा बैटिंग दे दो.
Karen with the next ball.
Hit it.
वो किस अच्छा था ना फ्लेवर.
Manoj Khatri could not strike the ball. He stressed himself to strike it. It was little off cutter. Karen with the next ball. Manoj Khatri takes quick 1 run by pushing the ball to the leg side. Keeper picks up the ball. No damage done. 1 run comfortably taken. The score goes to 95. 48 runs required from 22 balls. Next ball from Ken. Ravi want to drive it to the gully. Couldn't connect. That's a dot ball. Dot balls needs to be avoided. At least they have to rotate the strike. Ideally, they have to score some boundaries. Bowler comes with the next ball. Again, there is a dot ball. 3 more balls left from this over. Butterflies on the stomach for Ravi. He has to now take some run and give strike to Manoj Khatri. Ravi comes up. It hits his lower part of the bat, goes towards boundary, and that could be 4 runs. Yes, that's an unorthodox shot. 4 runs taken by Ravi. The score has gone to 99. The 44 runs required now from 19 balls for Sanjha to win this match. It's becoming quite tight. Still 44 runs can be scored, but NWCC will try to restrict Sanjha to reaching the goal. We'll see what happens. Kens comes from the pavilion end. Ravi now bangs it over the covers. The deep cover comes in, picks up the ball, restricts the batsman to only take 1 run. The 100 comes up for Sanjha. 43 runs in 18 balls.
Have some more.
Yeah.
3 overs to go.
18.
43
43
runs.
in 18 balls.
Will Sanjha be able to do it? Viewers, your views. Will Sanjha be able to do it, or it will be NWCC who will be going to finals facing BISC Warriors?
Last wicket है ना ये.
Pushpinder coming with the new next over. First ball, good ball. Ravi was unable to hit it to the offside. He couldn't connect it properly.
बैठो भाई बैठ.
So the first ball is wasted from the 18th over. Pushpinder will be coming from the parking end with the next ball to Ravi. Pushpinder coming from the parking end to Ravi. Ravi smashes that ball over the mid wicket, over the covers to 4 runs. That was a solid shot. It's a solid shot. It was a solid shot. That was a really good batting by Ravi. 104 runs, 39 required from 16 balls. Still we can do it. Still Sanjha can go home. Well, Pushpinder puts a short ball, but it goes wide of the leg side for a wide. So one more run added. 38 runs now required for 16 balls. Required run rate has soared up to 14.25.
No, runs required.
38.
16 balls, 38.
Ravi pushes it to the fine leg, takes 1 run.
Give up कर दिया इन्होंने.
37 runs required in 15 balls. It will be now to Manoj Khatri if he can accelerate the innings here. Next ball from Pushpinder to Manoj Khatri. That could be wide. Yes, it is a wide. Too much wide of the leg stump. 36 runs required from the 15 balls. Still possible. Still possible. We need some boundaries. We need some hard hit sixes. Pushpinder with the next ball to Manoj Khatri. Manoj Khatri wanted to play it between the slips to the gully. Failed to do so. It's a dot ball. No runs taken. No runs extra given.
अगला मैच तुरंत शुरू करना पड़ेगा.
14 balls, 36 runs. Manoj Khatri tries to play it on the leg side. It flicks off to the offside. 2 runs taken because there is a misfield. That could be run out. No, they are safe home. They are safe home. Keeper could not collect it properly. And the third man fielder was sloppy enough to give 2 runs to the batsman. 34 runs now required from 13 balls. Still there is a chance. Manoj Khatri pushes it over to the leg side. The long on-fielder dives and throws the ball. The batsman could have taken 1 more run, but they didn't want to take the risk. So 32 runs, 33 runs required from 12 balls. 2 overs, 33 runs required. Match is becoming quite exciting. Few sixes, few boundaries. Still the match should be on Sanjha's side. Else NWCC will take it to the finals with BISC Warriors. New bowler.
कौन है? रचित.
Rachit is the new bowler
ये ओपनर है ना वो.
who had opened the innings. He is the captain of NWCC. So Rachit with the ball with the second last over to Manoj. It's a good ball. Manoj pushes the ball to the point, takes 1 run comfortably. They have to hit it hard. They have to hit some boundaries to take Sanjha to the finals. They have to put their hard hit efforts. They have to show their real character. Ravi is the batsman. Oh, that could be quite close, but they have taken 1 run. 1 run, and it's a leg bye indicated by the umpire. 31 runs required from 10 balls. Sanja's batsman has to now hit hard boundaries. Rachit with the next ball to Manoj. Oh, that was a good ball. They have taken only 1 run. Single runs will not help here. They need couple of boundaries. Rachit is bowling very tight. If Rachit keeps so tight, it will be very difficult for Sanjha to take it to the finals. 113 is the score with a loss of 9 wickets. The run rate has gone down to 6.11. The asking run rate has gone to 20 now. 30 runs to win from 9 balls. Rachit with the 4th ball coming from the pavilion end to Ravi. That's bold. That was a Yorker length ball. Ravi wanted to hit it over the bowler. He failed to connect it, and that's end of the innings. So Sanjha has lost the match. NWCC has successfully done what they wanted to do, and they are now into the finals. So it will be NWCC versus BISC Warriors in the finals. Stay tuned. Don't go home. Stay back. You will have one more exciting and thrilling match coming up. The finals of BISC T20 2023 to be played between BISC Warriors and NWCC. Stay tuned.